we're getting to the one that's apparently the longest. Called... I can see why, because it has multiple open file stuff. It's just called Rot. Alrighty then. That's good to know that this is the longest one, because then after we're at the halfway point. I was mistaken earlier. No worries, it's fine. Keter. Here we go. What the is that teeth growing out of his hand? Okay. Special containment procedures. 1. All recovered units of -1 are to be contained in a maximum security containment locker at Site 93. SCP -1 is currently considered uncontained, with a footnote saying, while Site 93 maintains 15 vials of -1, many more are believed to be uncontained, possibly in the possession of Glavnoi Razvedivatelnoi Opravlanie Grupa Psychotroniki. Group P, okay. Group-P. Number 2, any recovered instance of -2 are to be contained in a maximum security containment locker at Site 93. This locker is to be outfitted with a high volume air scrubbing system, which must be changed out twice weekly. Individuals entering the locker for any reason must wear hazmat gear in order to prevent possible contamination. Not containment, contamination. The remains of all recovered instances of -3 are to be maintained in a high security humanoid containment vault at Site 93. Any discovered instances of -3 are to be moved to Site 93 for containment and observation. Should it be deemed necessary, life support systems are to be repaired to prevent the expiration of any instance of -3. The vault is to be outfitted with a high volume air scrubbing system, which must be changed out twice weekly. Individuals entering the vault for any reason must wear hazmat gear in order to prevent possible contamination. And the last point is, additionally, Foundation monitoring systems situated in around Moscow are to search for signs of SCP-1994 outbreaks. Mobile Task Force Tau 13 oral report has been commissioned and trained to contain these outbreaks, as well as assist in recovering additional information relating to Dr. Rasmin Yelkov. And here we have a picture saying, an early confirmation of -2, image taken from the medical logs of Dr. Yelkov. And here we have a nice little zoomed in picture. It's a DJ cat. That's one. Of course, it's going to be long. I mean, I really enjoyed his previous ones, so he's a good writer. He knows how to do it. I love how everybody in the SCP Discord are congratulating me right now for reaching the end of the series 2. It's really heartwarming to see. SCP-1994 is a general designation for a set of phenomena discovered in the dental laboratory of Dr. Yasmin Yelkov. Note, the following correspondence was discovered in the laboratory of Dr. Yelkov. All text has been translated from the original Russian. Okay, here we have an access log, which... not that long, okay. He also... was this previous one also connected? No, it wasn't. Never mind. Dr. Yelkov, greetings to you, comrade. Hopefully you will have already received my previous letters about the work at hand. If you have not, and if you have not yet spoken with Dmitri, allow me to be clear about my intentions. My practice caters primarily to only the wealthiest of clients. For the past 15 years, the work I have done has been the prime example of the aesthetic dental standard in Moscow. My clients have been more than satisfied with the quality of work I am able to give them, and are pleased with the metals I use in my crowns, the stability of my bridgework, and the cleanliness of my porcelains. Of this you must have already been aware. However, in recent months, a group of clients have become dissatisfied with the appearance of the materials. They say to me, Dr. Grigory, there is no doubt to the quality of your work. We feel only as if you are being held back by the quality of materials at your disposal. Composites and porcelains are beautiful, yes, but they are not perfect. We demand perfection. As you may understand, I have grown dismayed by this. I pride myself not only the work itself, but also the high value of the materials I use. Alas, I cannot but agree with my clients. Even if the porcelain is polished until it shines, like the sun, it cannot match the natural beauty of God's creation. I decided then that I must have what no doctor before me has ever attempted. I must have human teeth. Okay. The problem I immediately ran into is availability of such. There are many impoverished in the streets of Moscow who would gladly give the teeth for the soles of my shoes or a bowl of gruel. But the teeth will not do. Often they are extensively decayed, mishappened, or broken in some way. They are human teeth, yes, but they are not what my clients desire. So I turn now to you. Dimitri has told me about your endeavors, about the miracles you have been able to create within your laboratory. There is no sum that is not available to me for this, but time is of the essence. I worry that my clients may soon seek out other professionals who claim to do the same as I. Obviously, that is impossible, but to the layman, who is to say? I read your return letter. I need teeth, Yelkov. I pray you will be able to deliver them to me. All the best, Grigory. Oh, yeah, I guess Grigory. Connective same universe stuff don't come out until later, and it gets fucking insane, but it's also really fucking long. Can't wait to watch this video in 2043 when you read every SCP and recipes for it. I will look at my grandkids and get them on your video so they watch everyone and let them know I was there to look at the sunset and take my final breath. That is very sweet. I love that idea of like of a family of like SCP nerds just be like, this is the man. He did it. And you knew him, Grandpa? Knew him. I was there. He talked to me. I wonder how he's doing now. And then it's just me like somewhere randomly on the planet like, God damn it. I got nothing else to do anymore. -1 is a serum developed by Dr. Yelkov. I just fade into obscurity after like getting all the readings done. I just don't exist online anymore. It was like, where'd he go? I am the anomaly. I was sent to this world to read every SCP and then vanish. Developed by Dr. Yelkov in 1958. Chemical analysis of -1 has returned conflicting results with certain samples exhibiting higher levels of sodium monofluorophosphate and others with higher levels of hexafluorosilicic acid, along with other non-specific chemical structures. Regardless of its chemical makeup, -1 appears to have been designed to stimulate the growth of maxillary and mandibular tooth structures outside of the oral environment. See File 1. -2 are calcified structures resembling human teeth that have grown on the body outside of the oral environment as a result of the application of -1. We know a whole movie of teeth growing somewhere else. While -2 visually appear identical to human teeth, they lack many of the base structure of teeth. -2 do not contain a dentin layer, nor do they contain pulp tissue. Instead, -2 instances appear to be solid pieces of enamel. Notably, -2 are highly susceptible to decay. See File 4. As they decay, -2 will release a fine white powder. Cocaine! The powder maintains the same anomalous chemical makeup as -1. Gotcha. Which is a serum, yeah. Gotcha. Capable of infecting those who inhale it, so it's kind of like it spreads. Because it's made out of the same material. If somebody like inhales that, they also get like teeth growing out of them. Then you go to another universe and read every SCP again, so everyone will know every. Yeah, I just get rebirthed or just teleport to another universe and read all of the SCPs, which are completely different. And then there's like another Zeno and another Howard, like, oh my god, this guy is crazy. He's reading every single SCP, and I'm just over here like, why do I feel like I did this already? -3 are individuals who have been injected with -1 or exposed to the powder byproduct of -2. The purpose of these injections were detailed in the private logs of Dr. Yelkov, see File 2. Subject exposed to -1 will go through 5 distinct stages of infection. So that's already like kind of messed up. So somebody was like, hey, I want to make parts out of human teeth. Find me a way to farm that, basically. Make a human teeth farm. And somebody was like, I create some chemicals, just inject some people with it, and teeth will grow out of them like fucking pimples, like a kid going through puberty, just getting absolute acne all over the faces, and lo and behold, if the teeth decays and becomes powder, and then somebody else inhales it, it spreads. So you can have as many teeth as you want. You can have as many teeth as you want, big boy. I once learned that teeth can grow in genital areas. Frankly, the human form contains many horrifying implications. I mean, wasn't like that the whole horror movie called, was it called Teeth? Or was it called something else? It it was so wild because like in my high school, our science teacher started talking about it, and I was like, out of all the movies, and because he was trying to make everything like kid friendly, he was trying to like keep the hormones going through high school like in check, so he tried to be kid friendly. But then he mentioned that movie, and I was like, there's no way. He just talked about the whole movie where a girl has teeth down there. I was like, "This what timeline is this?" -2 manifesting through keratin tissue, image taken from the medical logs of Dr. Yelkov. I can't imagine teeth growing out of my penis. No girl would be attracted to that. Anything growing out of your penis, I think girls will be like, and you want me to do you want no. Some girls though, they might be like, you know what, maybe the feeling would be gonna try to remove my mental image of that dental image. Initial exposure. Subject is exposed to -1 through injection or to particulate by byproduct matter of -2. The subject will show no outward signs of infection for a period of roughly 2 weeks, during which the subject -3 will undergo internal cellular physiological changes. Calcium deposits will begin to appear at various occasions throughout the body, and cell structures devoted to immune response and bodily maintenance will slowly begin to reorganize into systems capable of assembling the necessary components of animal. So that's fucked, because that means your body's natural defense will get weaker because it's busy creating teeth coming out of different places. Can you imagine teeth in your armpits and you just like do this and you just feel like or any other area where things rub against each other? Butt cheeks, for example. Breakouts. After an average of 2 weeks of development below the skin layer, -2 first appears encapsulated in cysts and that ruptures skin as they grow. These breakouts begin initially on the limbs before appearing in other regions, such as the head, neck, back, and groin. -3 will find these instances painful to the touch and will resist any attempts to remove -2 from their bodies. Whether this is a compulsion implemented by -1 to aid in the development of -2, or simply a reaction to the pain caused by any stimulation of -2 is unknown. I think it's I feel like it's like a natural response to see something grow out of you, and you're like, get it off of me. I mean, a lot of people, when they see a pimple, they want to pop it. So I imagine if a teeth grows out of you, you're like, let me just pull it out. The growth and spread of breakouts of -2 directly correlate to decreased metabolic functions in -3. Maturation and encapsulation. Approximately 5 weeks from initial exposure, the cysts containing -2 burst open. God damn. Revealing a mature adult human tooth. Once these teeth are exposed, they will become permanently affixed to the skin tissue of -3 and are removable only through surgery. This cannot permanently remove -2, as all instances removed from the body will soon be replaced by additional growth of -2. Okay, so in the moment you pull one out, more grow out. Great. Fantastic. Additionally, this phase is identified by rapid expansion of breakout sites. As more -2 instances mature, breakouts will quickly cover all the extremities and begin to appear in the softer tissues of the palate, of the mouth, inner ear, and anal and vaginal openings, and the ocular tissues. God. We're not even done yet, DK. After an average of 8 weeks of encapsulation, the whole of the body of -3 will be covered in a layer of -2. However, shortly after finally maturing, -2 will begin to develop rapid carious lesions across all surfaces. Between 3 to 5 days. That's not a long time. The means by which the decay progresses is currently unknown, as -2 are not subject to exposure of the acid-producing oil bacteria which commonly creates such lesions. The full decay of all instances of -2 is swift, often taking no longer than 7 days to exhibit signs of gross decay. Now easily numbering in the thousands. Damn, in the thousands. During this time, -2 will begin to release a fine white powder that lingers in the air, the effect of which have been detailed above. Conventional air scrubbing techniques have proven effective in eliminating this powder from the air. Is that the reason why? Yeah, you need hazmat suits. That's why with Dash. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why they need hazmat suits. I mean, yeah. How else? How else? Ugh. This is the worst in the time I was SCP-1247. I will have to look that up another time. We got a lot more to go through. Exploration. Once the processes involved in the creation and maturation of -2 have run their course and the body of -3 is completely covered in a full rot, the subject will shortly thereafter expire because of the high volume of decayed tissue covering the body, the weakened state of the immune system, and the incapacity to ingest any form of nutrition, either through the skin or through the mouth. Subjects invariably die after roughly 2 weeks of full decay. Great, so you don't even get to live afterwards. The corpse of -3 must be incinerated to remove any lingering particulate matter from -2. Oh yeah! I think I remember that one. Discovery, I need to double check afterwards. Discovered the whole of SCP-1954 was discovered during a joint effort by Foundation agents and GRU Division P operators in USSR in 1959. At the time of recovery, 9 instances of -3 were discovered, with 7 having previously expired to the effects of the condition and 2 actively undergoing decay. Dr. Yelkov was not found, although a large portion of his notes and journals were recovered. As a result of this raid, 5 Foundation agents and 3 GRU-P operators were exposed to -2's airborne powder. Once the effects of SCP-1994 became apparent, these personnel were designated -3 and underwent testing at Site 93. It became apparent during classification of recovered research materials that many instances of -2 and -1 have been moved to other unknown locations. Researcher notes and documentation. The following files were recovered by Foundation agents during the raid on Dr. Yelkov's laboratory. Okay, here we go. They're probably, who knows how long these all are. I assume medium length, but we don't know. So -1, the private journal of Dr. Rasmin Yelkov. Not too bad. The following are excerpts from the journal of Dr. Rasmin Yelkov. They have been edited primarily for brevity and also to remove classified information. This is why I love SCPs. One day it's an indestructible lizard, and the next is a man who thinks everyone is Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, the SCP can be literally anything. That's what I love about it as well, my man. That's what I like about it. 3rd, 15th, 56. In all of my years as a doctor of dental surgery, I have never come across a task as monumental as a place before me today. Actually, let me give him a much deeper voice. A comrade, Dr. Gregory, has asked for a method by which to produce perfect specimens of human teeth. Not those from cadavers or the shine porcelain that is often utilized in such applications, but actual human animal. I have been able, in my time, to fashion a number of masterpieces, but none such as this. This journal will serve as a testimony to either my great triumph or my miserable failure. Either way, I cannot ignore the task ahead. Sorry for the typos. Oh, no worries. I understood what you meant, and I agree with you. I agree that that's a strong suit of SCP Foundation and the wiki. I'm not so sure why I say Foundation, just SCP Wiki. Yeah. 5th, 1056. I spoke today with a fellow practitioner from Novosibirsk who consulted with me and mentioned that I might try and find a certain individual without a name who claims to have fraternized with 2 fairies. My source did not speak to the level of involvement by this unmanned fellow, but a lead is a lead. I will travel east and hope to find this man and consult with him about the matters at hand. 6th, 2nd, 56. What an astounding day. Today I discovered that there is magic in the world around us and that fairies are a reality. Uh-oh, is that how? Did he ask the fairies to hey, can you just piss in this tube real quick? I met today with the unnamed man whom my fellow doctor led me to, and we sat and talked at length about oral medicines. As it happened to be, the man claimed to have worked in a clinic during the war, and when trying to treat those wounded comrades who came into disfigurement, turned to the black arts. He claimed that he met the fairies while traveling along the road and managed to capture one. This fairy, who he said called herself Isabella, assisted the Doctor in learning the fairy language and became his personal assistant. It was through this Isabella that the Doctor learned of the nature of the fairy, how the fairies draw animal from the bones of men, and how they utilize this as a source of nutrition. Fucking two fairies, yeah, that's exactly it, Howard. Ma'am, your son is getting bad. It's gonna be okay in this mental ward. Oh, okay, we're back to Shia LaBeouf. I thought you were going to have something to say about this one. Understandably, I was incredulous about these claims, and I was unaccustomed to a man in my profession making such wild suggestions. I asked him if he had proof of the existence of the fairies, and that is when he took me to his workshop. And then I came out a believer. And then I saw her face, dude. Now I'm a believer. Upon entering, I beheld no fewer than 50 of the fairies, cohabitating with the unmanned man. He said that he used the assistants in order to better understand the oral environment and to further his research into the afflictions of such. What a wonder, I thought to myself. By the way, Howard, I'm definitely going to take that as a title. Thank you for the inspiration. It's just a title. It's just going to be fucking tooth fairies. Probably not fucking, because like YouTube doesn't like that anymore. So I thought to myself, this man has delivered to me the means of my ascension into the legends of medicine. Certainly, by utilizing these fairies, would I be able to meet Dr. Gregory's request. The man has granted me a room for the night, and tomorrow we will learn further of the secrets of these magical creatures. 6th, 3rd, 56. I have killed the man. Oh my god, of course. If I had a nickel for every fairy SCP, I probably have 4. No, that's fair. And the further we go into this, you probably will have $1. He turned down. Wait. No, a nickel is already no, a quarter. 4 quarters is $1, right? Yeah. Use those 2 fairies instead. Maybe. But the 2 fairies will definitely be in the title. He turned down my offer to purchase some of the fairies for my own research and resisted my attempt to take them by force. He spoke of the need to preserve the sacredness of mythical creatures. Unfortunately, I have neither the time nor the patience for fairy tales. I took my weapon and put a bullet through his heart, and collected at least 30 of the specimens. I will include in this journal a study of the fairy upon my arrival at my own laboratory. 10th, 1956. Image recovered from Dr. Yelkov's files show extensive signs of file damage. I love how the 2 fairies looks like a butterfly. Designation 104 2 fairy. Length 6.35 centimeters. Weight 0.8 grams. Coloring black and white. Appearance visually appears to be a common butterfly. Appearance seems to be inconsistent, however, and will only fully stabilize upon neutralization. Much easier to manage in this state. Further inspection reveals humanoid characteristics throughout. Arms with hands, legs with feet, and simple face. Magical properties able to infest the human digestive tract and create human teeth, including all basic structures. Usually fail to the host, however. Note this must be addressed before testing. Unusually durable for such a small creature. High pain tolerance expires unceremoniously. Autopsy inconclusive. Means by which it fashions teeth currently unknown. Presence of sodium fluoride may hold the key to this mechanism. The spelling of fairy bothers me more than it should. I think at the end, let me see something. Because, I'm trying to think if that's like a older spelling of it. Because it goes like Faye, right? Why am I here? Yeah, I mean, there's not really. It's just different spellings that out there, right? There's the F-A-E-Y F-A-I-R-I-E. That's the F-A-I-R-Y-F-A-E-R-Y, and the one that we have now. I think it's just since there's different countries, different cultures, spell it differently. Conclusion: specimen contains several previously unknown chemicals which react unexpectedly with the oil environment. These have been isolated for further study. Unlike previous 16 specimens, did not immediately expire upon initial incision. 10th, 20th, 56. I believe I have done it. By understanding the way by which 104's anomalous physiology interacts with both sodium monofluorophosphate and hexafluorosilicic acid, I have been able to reproduce the effect of the fairy on a common fungus. This is extraordinary in its own right, but it will not do for final product. The fungus is not capable of producing the calcium needed to form real human teeth, but is necessary for the overall growth that I require. I believe I will have a serum prepared for human trials before the year ends. It's not a vase of. I mean, vase and vase. It's tomato, right? It's how that whole shtick. File 2, human trial 1. Oh, there's human trials. Okay, designation 1, age 8 years old. There's no way he took an 8-year-old and was like, hey kid, how about it? Want some extra teeth, huh? Height 131 centimeters, weight 30 kilograms, gender female. Pre-trial notes: recovered from the destitute camp in Moscow in moderate health, signs of common cold, should not detract from test results. Patient deemed too fragile for anesthesia. Trial log began 1st 1357, serum 1, day 1. Patient secured to the testing apparatus and administered 20 milliliters of number 1, or serum 1. Yeah, it's just number 1. Noticeable changes. Day 2, noticeable changes. Day 4, no noticeable changes. Day 7, patient complains of abdominal pain. Noticeable changes. Day 11, patient short of breath and complaining of abdominal pain. Loses consciousness sporadically. X-ray imaging shows large mass beneath the left lung. Oh god. This is the only long SCP I'm actually enjoying besides Amelia. We found one, boys and girls. We found one. Day 13, patient expires. Autopsy notes: extracted a large calcified mass from lower left abdominal region, could cause massive internal hemorrhaging resulting in death. Trial conclusion notes: significant data has been acquired from this trial. It is apparent now that the human cellular structures can be manipulated into the production of animal-like structures. The task now is to shape those structures. So he was like, it's like, oh well, it grew inside by accident. We can do it. Poor girl. Died at age 8. God damn. File 3, human trial 4. Image recovered from file 3. God damn. Designation 4, age 28 years old. Height 187 centimeters. That's my height. Minus the afro. Like, with the afro, I'm taller, but my height is exactly that. Weight, 108 kilograms. That's not my weight, though. Gender, male. Pre-trial notes: recovered from Army medical ward. Lost most of right arm during the war. In good health. Had to be heavily sedated during transit. Trial log began 5th, 27th, 57th. Serum number 12. Day 1, patient secured the testing apparatus, administered 20 milliliters of number 12, became hostile upon regaining consciousness. No noticeable changes. Day 3, patient attempted to escape testing apparatus, was sedated. Will consider lobotomy upon further attempts. Day 8, cysts began to form on the skin. Patient complains about pain and itch. Skin samples taken. X-ray imaging shows calcified growth throughout appendages as predicted. Day 15, cysts ruptures skin. Bleeding is contained. Patient is no longer willing to respond to questioning. Interview transcript is included. You know what I like about this? Is that we know by now that the whole process takes less than in 2 weeks. So we now know that here we get to see how long it used to take, and that he actually got better with he actually improved his serum over time. Because now at day 15, this ruptured skin and so on and so forth. In the previous, from what we have learned, that it would normally not take that long, which is terrifying to think about. That he managed to like manufacture something that would be that quick. Into transcript patient 4. Can you describe the sensation? Fuck you. Can you point the areas of discomfort? Fuck you. Do you understand that you are only making this more difficult for yourself? Excellent. Now the cyst currently growing within your eyelid. Can you tell me when you first began to experience pain there? And what if that's messed up? I like foregone conclusion stuff like that. What a fucked up thing to like just casually talk about. Like, a cyst within your eyelid. Like, it's down in it. There's a tooth growing inside it, like on the other side of the eyelid. And this guy's just like, hey, don't talk to me like that. Just tell me what's going on. So, that tooth growing in your eye. Tell me, when did you first felt like pain? It's like, dude, I have more important things to talk about. Like, how can we stop this? Because I don't want to be part of this experiment anymore. Day 25. Cysts have begun to open earlier than expected, becoming difficult to control points of outside infection. Patient immune system severely weakened. Testing apparatus moved to a clean room. Patient no longer responds to questioning or examination. Day 29, patient expires. Yeah, of course he's not going to respond. Either he doesn't want to or he's in too much pain to do so. Autopsy notes, patient expired due to gross collapse of respiratory system. Certain internal structures show significant signs of decay, likely due to an unrelated condition. Was able to extract several undeveloped tooth samples, as they were not to term. They're not suitable for use in this project. Fortunately, progress has advanced rapidly from earlier trials. More fine-tuning of serum is required, of course. So what I'm getting is tooth virus and tooth fairies. Is serum a virus? I guess if you go down the Resident Evil route, yes it is. If it's a man-made virus, I guess. File 4, human trial 19. Designation 19. Age 16 years. Height 164 centimeters. Weight 63 kilograms. Gender female. Pre-trial notes. Daughter of American businessman Carl Schrader. Or Schrader. Because I guess American Carl Schrader. Required patient with no family history of disease or genetic anomaly. Purchased for a sum of daughter of American businessman Carl Schrader, required patient with no family history of disease or genetic anomaly. Oh, okay, gotcha. Purchased for a sum of $2.6 million, paid for by Dr. Gregory. Patient is in excellent health, shows no signs of illness. Perfect candidate for this trial. Did somebody sold their daughter off? The fuck? Trial log began 9/15/58. Serum 113. So he's now okay. He's 113 tests so far. That makes you also realize like serum 113 means like there have been at least 113 tests of like fine-tuned serums. So at least to this point, right here to this point, 112 people died for this experiment. Day 1, patient secured to testing apparatus. Patient remains unresponsive most of the day as sedative wears off. Day 9, patient complains of sensation below skin level. X-ray imaging shows expected calcium deposits forming along both arms, both legs, and along spine. Day 14, cysts begin to burst through skin. Patients unwilling to respond to questioning or examination due to concerns about the negative effects of the sedative on the serum. Sedation is not administered. Day 23, long lines of orderly cysts have appeared across the body, extending now up to the neck and across the head of the patient. Have observed cysts forming around the softer anal tissues as well. Oh god. This poor girl. This poor girl. Day 24. Patient goes into cardiac arrest, but is resuscitated. Due to patient's fragile mental state, lobotomy is performed to reduce chance of additional incident. Of course, there has a fucking lobotomy has been added to this. Oh, she had the worst. Day 30. Roughly 87% of skin tissue is covered in. That's the image of a 16-year-old girl covered in tooth cysts while being unresponsive because the lobotomy probably just made them just like almost near vegetable state. Okay. None have yet broken, and X-ray imaging has shown that all tooth structures are developing as planned. Day 36, the day of my great success. The first of the cysts have ruptured, revealing perfect specimens of human and animal. Removal from the patient requires surgical extraction, but post-op infection control measures have reduced chances of immune compromise. We'll begin to administer serum to additional patients as required by Dr. Gregory and his associates. Post-trial results. Patient is stable and in good condition. Following 6 weeks of 113 trials, extracted tooth specimens have been sent to Dr. Gregory and 7 other dental practitioners for examination. The full result of this trial will be published upon approval by the financial donors. File 5. Updated note. I'll be a human porcupine and launch my teeth whenever I'm in danger. I wish for your sake that was the case with this SCP, that you could just launch it, but as it says, the only way to get it out is by surgical means. So you just have the cannot Kirby, Spike Kirby, just like all over the place. Image recovered within file 5. It appears as if my inclusion of the fungal elements of early samples has reacted poorly with the anomalous substructures of the fairies physiological that I have included in the most recent serum. So because it's a fungus, that's why it creates the powder. It's literally creating spores. I'm so slow. I didn't realize that. So them growing out as teeth, they're growing out as a fungus. And the spores, and the shooting spores. Why did it take me that long? Why did it take me that long to realize this? While the growth of the teeth across the body has progressed exactly as I intended, the growths now quickly develop extensive caries across all surfaces and turn to rot. Additionally, it seems as though the rot is inclined to spread, as I have observed a fine white mist emanating from the open decay. While I have been thus far able to secure myself from the newest property, I have not been able to do the same for 20th, 21, 23, and 25. 20, 21, 23, 25. All are now showing signs of this growth despite having not been exposed to serum 113. Obviously, this is only a minor setback. I will continue my research, albeit at another facility for this one is compromised. As an aside, I have not yet heard word back from Dr. Gregory, so I must only assume he is satisfied with the specimens he received. I will count this as the primary success of this project thus far. The reason why you don't hear back from Gregory is because he's fucking dead, bro. You send him a bunch of fungus teeth, and probably when he opened up the package, the powder was like all over his face, and now he's like. Also, no human porcupine? Nah, dude, that ain't possible. Howard and I were on the same page when he said like, oh yeah, Gregory is probably happy with this, and we both were like, he's dead. You fucking idiot. And that's why it's called rot, because it's just everything's rotting. Your body's rotting, the teeth are rotting, and it's a fungus as well. Very Last of Us. It's very Last of Us if you think about it, because Last of Us is also a fungus infection. But instead of, a fungus parasite taking over your brain and you just like become like a zombie, you just grow teeth out of you that then shoot out powder like a fungus or like a mushroom. And then like you inhale that shit and then it grows. That was really, 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 really good. DJ Catus, he knows how to write stories. He knows how to write them. Gotta say. I'll be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom. I have been holding it in for this for this SCP. So